Well, whatever the case. I think my script's broken, actually, because it claims I've voted myself up 24 times. That would be a little tricky. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. I think I've got an old version of this script. Whatever the case, I had somebody come along and say, let's find it. There we go. I read this entire comment in your shoutcasting voice. I suspect I will be unable to function for the next 3 days. Okay. So, I was thinking we should actually read the comment in the shoutcasting voice, and then we can post the link with a highlight. It seems reasonable. So, I think I need suitable background music to make this work. Let's see what I can find. Need something, like, high energy. Not that, no. Not high energy enough. Definitely not the pianos. Or the empty castle. That might work. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit pumping, isn't it? Okay. We shall shoutcast the comment. It's a bloody long comment. It should be a good warm-up for the voice. Me, me, me. I'm rather disappointed this article did very little to substantiate his claims, but allow me to try and provide a counterpoint anyway. Idro is not a good caster. He does not have the training to be a good caster. He's too quiet. He is frequently monotone. He stumbles in his speech. He has no flow to speak of. He lacks the ability to express passion and emotion. He is, however, an analyst of exceptional skill and caliber. Easily one of the best in the business. He should be lauded for this. However, the distinction must be made there. This is how sportscasting works. 101. I'm not reading out the URLs, that's silly. Idra is a color commentator. He fits all the criteria. He's analytical. He is there to provide background and extensive game knowledge based on experience as a current or ex-player. He is there to fill in time when the play-by-play commentator is not talking, and as a knowledgeable resource to back up the play-by-play commentator, who is more often than not a professional player, coach, ex-player, but a professional broadcaster. Of the list of commentators in the IPL, there was 1 color commentator, Pay News, and 4 play-by-play commentators, HD, DJ Wheat, Cat's Pajamas, and myself. This was in itself a problem, and is not the correct setup, something that all the casters have acknowledged publicly and are doing their utmost to resolve, to the point where Polo may be moving in with me temporarily if we are chosen to cast IPL 2, doing all my assigned matches with in-studio co-commentary. Now onto the main point of the article, the idea of telling it like it is. This is fairly ironic in itself, since casters frequently get criticized for doing such shallow things as telling people what's going on. Half the time it seems, oh yeah, groovy background music, that's what I'm talking about. Drama right here. Half the time it seems that some more hardcore viewers have an Inception mindset. We have to go deeper, demanding almost precognitive casting and metaphysical insight. Lasers may also be involved. It is not the play-by-play caster's job to tell you when a game is over. It's the play-by-play caster's job to heighten tension, provoke emotion, and increase the viewer's excitement. You cannot do that by calling a game before it ends. The climax of a game should be the GG, regardless of whether or not it's blatantly too late. You call a GG 10 minutes before it happens, even if it's absolutely the right call. Then you stop engaging a good portion of your viewers, specifically the majority of the viewer base, the casuals who are there for entertainment. In-depth analysis in sports is generally done post-game, not mid-game. There is definitely space for analysis, plenty of it, but drowning a viewer in 10 minutes of in-depth analysis is how player 1 is completely and totally fucked up, while the game is still going on in the background. That will turn off the casual viewer. I should also point out that it's not dishonest to avoid calling game over before it actually happens. You can, without question, explain that the situation is very bad for player A right now, with a wide variety of colorful synonyms and language. However, let us consider the viewing demographic. Your average Master League player, hell, even High Diamond, is definitely analytical and knowledgeable enough to see when it's over. He does not need to be told that it's over. He will not learn anything from being told that it's over. I refer to the sentence at the end of the article, which states, don't be afraid to tell us when a game is over, or when players aren't playing like they deserve our attention. Do so and your audience will only gain a better understanding of the game. Hardcore players will not learn anything from this. Casual players, more often than not, don't want to learn anything from this. Different kinds of people watch SC2 for different reasons. SC2 has a substantial viewer base that doesn't even own the game, for God's sake. What do you think they tune in for? It certainly isn't to learn how to play better. They don't play at all. No, they tune in to watch one of the most, if not the most exciting esports in the world, and they expect it to be presented as such. It is impossible to get excited about a game that ended 10 minutes ago when you've just had the fact rubbed in your face by the casting team. It is possible if you are a skilled skilled play-by-play caster to keep the tension up, particularly when there are more casual, less knowledgeable viewers watching. You do not have to lie to them, but you have to tell them it's done 10 minutes before the GG either. You do not have to do anything of the sort. By all means, have the analyst explain why player A is in such a bad situation and the decisions that led him up to this point. Although I really think that some of that should be saved for post-game commentary a la sports. But as far as I'm concerned, calling an early GG is a mortal casting sin and should be avoided at all costs. Just my 2 pence, folks. It's a nice opinion piece, but it lacks perspective on what casting actually is, as well as being from an obviously niche viewpoint, which, while it should be catered to without question, is not the only way to look at things, nor even the majority view. There we go. Problem solved. Now I've broken his mind. That is quite exhausting. Ooh.